Hey, Mikey.
Hey.
Today we're going to be talking about a new gentleman. He's been blowing up, and
Oh,
it's
good.
kind of funny because I showed you him on one of our live shows, just a little bit, and he just seemed like, oh man, this is like the next Tony Chase. But turns out
Yay.
this is the Canadian version of someone that we've talked about before. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Mister. Uh, is that Ian
Yeah.
Foote?
Foote. No, it's
Foote?
Eden Foote.
Ian Foote.
Eden
Ian
Foote.
Foote. Ian Foote. Ian Foote.
The Banana Best Show! Greatest is cooking! Hell yeah! The Banana Best Show! Banana Best Show! Stirring the sick in the dumb woke. Laughing at them cause we want the smoke. The Banana Best Show!
Everyone's been talking about this a lot. He doesn't look like this anymore. I know. No, he doesn't. Uh,
Yikes.
Everybody's been talking about him, and we talked about him a little bit on our live show. But I wanted to do some more digging, right?
Okay.
And when we first looked at him, I'm like, oh, he's like the Canadian, like grown up Cyrax, because he's in a room bitching and yelling, and he's crazy, and he has a long, weird beard. But then I'm like, oh, he's more like a crazy Tony Chase.
Okay.
But if you go onto his channel, he has a website, his own website. And lo and behold, there's a lot of information here. Okay,
Yes.
Mikey, because you and me are seeing the same thing here.
Yes.
Uh, he says he is an technology professional
Yes, he is. With more
with
than 20
more than
years of
20 years of
experience.
experience. Woo!
I have developed cutting edge technology for a variety of industries, including food services, insurance, aerospace, telecommunications, correctional services, telemedicine, farming, entertainment, automotive, higher education, medical transportation, fishing.
Fishing.
I mean, there's technology in that. And promotions.
Mhm.
Okay. I am I gonna have to read this whole thing?
No,
Oh
no,
my
you
god.
don't have
Okay.
to.
I'm
He's
currently
currently
really. Why does he want remote work? Remote development opportunities. Sorry.
stay at home. Please scroll down to review his experience. Mikey, get ready to get your fucking mind blown.
Okay.
Because from 2020 to 2000, this guy. Now, if you know anything about technology and scripting and all this stuff,
Yes.
this guy knows a lot of shit.
Uh,
A
well,
lot.
well, he's put a lot of stuff on his resume. It doesn't mean he necessarily knows it.
You say that, right? And I was thinking the same thing because, like, oh, I could just drag and drop, right? But then let's look at his work experience.
Okay.
You got this one? I don't know
Okay.
what that is, but he's a founder of it. It's a side hustle. Um, user End users can create lists of entertainers. Uh, so I guess it's like uh, give them
It's
tickets and all this stuff.
yeah, so you can create a list of entertainers and it looks like it will show you all the tickets that they have and you can accept them. End users may cancel at any time up until the moment the bid is accepted. Oh, it's to put bids on different tickets
Yeah,
for your favorite. That's actually
yeah.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Bid the
I have
band,
to admit.
right?
Uh-huh.
Wow, what's this one, Mikey?
Spotify. Yeah, I saw that.
Shopify.
Yep.
Yeah, worked as a senior software developer.
Mm-hmm.
That's not small.
It depends. I mean, it whatever, you know.
Don't know what Smith is. He worked worked as remote developer at home. Um, Software is modern service space.
It's a major restaurant chain, apparently.
Don't know what this one is, but it's developer peer-to-peer screen sharing functionality. Global aerospace. Um,
Okay, so he did reporting work there, which is, I mean, you have to be pretty smart to do that. That's a whole other skill set
Frozen
in a way.
Mountain Software. This is a real-time audio video system.
Prison services
Prison.
industry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Team Space Canada. Well, it's Canadian. Viacom.
Viacom Entertainment Division. Maintained legacy websites, country music television stations. Okay.
MTV VH1.
Yeah.
Media thing. This doesn't really matter. It's Automap.
Okay, so he worked on the development of that, like the initial gathering and stuff. So we're getting into early in his career where he did a lot of low level stuff at this point.
But this isn't like bullshit stuff.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he probably does have a good career, it looks like, in IT. He's done a lot of different things. Oh boy. Well, I do love technology. I try to maintain a work-life balance. That's fair. I am a harmonica player. That's okay. I enjoy urban gardening.
This is weird. Now, I didn't know this. I've never been in a Boy Scouts.
Okay.
He was a member of the Boy Scouts as a youth. He's a beaver. I guess that's before he become a cub.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
EO Scout, but this is Canadian, you know.
I was not in the Boy Scouts.
But then, you know, he built a 3D printer from scratch.
Okay.
He's not into poacher. He's not a big poetry reader. Childhood love of
Led me to Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. I feel like I've heard that before. And I love reciting, I'm not even going to try and say that. Kubula Khan. Sorry, I had to try. I have developed an interest in Japanese music recently. I have been teaching myself Japanese with the exception of taking expectation. Oh boy, man, you're rubbing off on me, Corn. Of taking
my dyslexia is spreading through the web.
A working vacation to Japan someday. I am a huge fan of Something Spin and Dolls $box.
I don't know.
And I've developed a bit. Okay. Developed some kind of crush on a bass player.
I don't know. He also likes Texas Hold'em. It sounds like he's a real fucking interesting guy.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna get off this now.
Okay.
So if nobody's ever like seen him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Know what we're talking about. Here's an example of what how he is.
There was this moment. It was one of the happiest moments in my life. It was Christmas.
You know what Christmas is good for?
What?
Buying shirts.
Hey!
By going to the Banana Bear shop, you could get tees like this, like that one. We got hats, mugs, you name it. I got a little cute Banana Bear thing. Got the BBS NWO logo and the shim. All there. You get that down. And then you too could be the opposite of this guy and actually wear clothes in your videos.
I was Patriarch.
Patriarch.
I had a beautiful home.
Okay.
I had a beautiful common law wife. Beautiful daughter. I was coming down the stairs.
I'm sure you still have a beautiful daughter.
The home
I would
that
hope.
I paid for.
Unless something
I
bad
paid
happened.
all the bills. I did all the work. I made all the money.
That's
And I
okay.
was coming down the stairs and I looked down upon them. And there was a huge Christmas tree covered with decorations. And my daughter and my niece, my mother and her husband, my aunt and my cousin, my brother and my niece and my sister and her husband, and a couple of my friends.
Mikey, doesn't he sound like somebody that we've heard before?
Yes.
Yeah,
He sounds like Cyrax.
he kind of sounds like Cyrus, but his voice, though, what does that remind you of? In my eyes, he sounds like Beetlejuice. I go over there and sandworms, sandworms, you don't like them, right? For real. Come on, babes.
I can't remember if Sharon's parents were there or not.
I can't remember that either.
It was just filled with art and life and just family, and I was a patriarch.
Family.
Patriarch.
My wife was running around giving everybody treats and snacks and drinks.
And I was enjoying that,
Everybody was chit-chatting with each other and happy. My dad and his wife weren't there, but other than that, my entire family were there. And it was
He just said that she
me.
was.
I was the patriarch.
Right?
It wasn't the family that I imagined I was going to have.
You know who else he reminds me of, Mikey?
Who else? Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm King Terry, and learned how to purify myself in a horribly impure environment. It's pretty rough living homeless and in a...
Rest in peace.
Yep.
I like Terry.
I
I
mean,
mean, the CIA stuff he said was hilarious, but he was a genius, Mikey. Just like how this guy kind of seems like he's a borderline genius, and had a mental breakdown. And if you look at Mr. Foote, Ian Foote, his
Yes.
description is that he is a very angry man,
yeah.
and he wanted to put out his anger, like a stand-up comedian thing. However, everything he says is not funny.
No.
And I love the fact fucking breaks the laws making videos, Mikey. There's a light behind him.
Yep.
I know that my daughter has been groomed to feel that I abandoned her. But I didn't.
Okay.
Her mother was obligated by agreements that she had freely entered into that amounted to a court order to move back to Halifax from Toronto with my daughter.
And because the sandworms they got in the way, and I couldn't go because they didn't say my name 3 times, Mikey.
Okay.
Resume and lived there for at least 2 years so that I could be an active participant in my daughter's life during these crucial teenage years. And her mother called me on the telephone and told me in plain fucking English that she had no intention whatsoever of coming back to Halifax. She didn't give a shit what agreements that she had made. No one was going to come and put her in handcuffs and drag her back to Halifax, and she knew it, and she didn't give a fuck of what agreements that she had made, and she didn't give a fuck about the fact that she had made these agreements with a lawyer and that they were court order. Didn't matter to her. She didn't give a fuck. She told.
Why did she have to make these agreements, though?
Yeah, because sandworms, Canada has a lot of sandworms,
me that in plain English.
Hate my father. I hate my father.
And she told me that if I insisted, that she would send my daughter to live with me. And then she put my daughter on the phone. And my daughter begged me and pleaded with me, please don't make me come and live with you in Halifax, Daddy. Please. I'll go to California. I'll go to Silicon Valley. I'll find myself some work that I could do remotely. that pays US dollars. I'll go to Brazil and I'll suck myself up down there and I'll find myself a wife.
What?
If you haven't noticed from his background, how he looks, all this stuff. And mind you, this is a unique video, Mikey, because the door is actually shut in his little thing.
Yeah.
I believe this man has done some horrible stuff, has a lot of hatred, had a mental breakdown, kind of like Mr. Terry.
Yeah.
And then he had to live in a small area. This could be a room, which means he's living with somebody because all his shit's in there.
Right.
If you haven't noticed, now at first I thought this is a bedroom, right? That's what everyone's saying. Oh, it's a bedroom. It's not.
But it has a.
It's a studio apartment
Yeah.
because there's a stove there.
Yeah.
You know, and like there's 4, 5 chairs.
Yeah.
Bed.
Yeah, there is.
Obviously this window doesn't have blinds. You just put a thing up there.
A very,
Doesn't
very
really-
thin curtain thing.
You know, I had to find it. The sandworms all mine. You know, say my name.
And I'll buy land, I'll buy a house.
Huh.
I'll be a rich man by local standards.
Also, I think he had a meth issue
Mm.
because if you don't, how his mouth is, he's doing that.
Right.
Which a lot of people that have meth addiction, they have weird teeth. It's just something I've noticed. I could be wrong. I don't want to state something that's not true here,
Right.
but I think he got into the drugs. His family kind of said bye, and he's like, "Where are you going? Sandwiches aren't that bad, you know." But like, yeah, and this is kind of like one of the not crazy ones.
She had been in university for years and doing her own thing. I was doing
His fucking ears are humongous. By
Yeah,
the
they
way.
my own thing. I didn't have
It's
to
the
pay
human
child support
Dumbo.
because I was
Dude, it's like God, I'm trying to think of the character. I don't know,
Dumbo?
but like, no, he doesn't look like an elephant, but he just looks
I
very,
mean,
very English. I don't know. I'm thinking of Prince Charles. He has big ears too,
oh, okay.
but those are like really big.
being,
Like, there's a reason why he has long hair.
you know, I'm contributing actively to her life. I have to maintain the expenses of keeping my daughter a place to live and all that sort of stuff, which is that I haven't been making my child support payments, which I didn't even know existed. I didn't
Obviously,
know I had to make child support payments because I wasn't a participant in it, and I didn't know my daughter had left the country. I was thinking, what the fuck is going on? They take my passport away, get myself a fat job, try to fucking get this shit sorted out. Gotta fly to visit my kid. Then I find out that she's fucking left the country, and I'm the only one that didn't fucking know.
because they abandoned you. Mikey, here's another video to show how crazy he is.
You wanna hear the really fucked up thing?
Nope.
You wanna hear the really fucked up thing?
You're going to tell me anyway.
They called me a manipulator. They
Okay.
called me a manipulator. And they told people not to open up to me because I manipulate them.
No, don't do that. Yeah.
And then they called me a narcissist
Narcissist, yeah.
who only cares about himself. How am I supposed to fucking care about you when you fucking labeled me as a manipulator and you won't fucking drop your fucking frame?
Drop the
You play your fucking stupid little games. You hold your frame up.
frame.
You make it impossible for me to know you. You try to fucking get inside my head so that you'll be in some fucking kind of a power position or some bullshit.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what you thought. I wanted to know you. I wanted to connect to you. I wanted to have a personal relationship with you. I didn't want to fucking spy on you and research you and do background checks and ask all your friends who you are. I wanted to spend time with you. I wanted to get to know you. I asked questions. I tried to get you to open up to me. That's not what narcissists do.
No,
It is.
I just want you to say my name 3 times. You know, stuck in here. You know.
That's not what narcissists do.
No.
The mere fact that I tried to get you to drop your frame and spend time with me and open up to me and cooperate and collaborate and work together so that we can
You know, Mikey, don't you hate it when people don't drop their frame?
accomplish things together, spend our time together having fun, or spend our time together making money, or getting shit done. Try to find overlapping interests so that we can find ways that we can enjoy our time together.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking narcissist. I tried to get you to drop your fucking walls. I tried to get you to fucking let me in. I tried to get you to open up to me, but you wouldn't. I'm not a fucking narcissist. I didn't try to manipulate anybody. Calling me a manipulator and a liar and a player, I'm not.
No.
You're the ones that want to play fucking stupid fucking games with people.
Mm.
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're all scum. You're real fucking scum, all of you. All the lies and all the slander. All the people framing, holding your frame. You framed me. You framed me. You went
Mikey, they're framing him.
around talking shit about me behind my back. You made absolutely fucking certain that I would never be able to fucking defend myself. You framed me. You framed me. I was just sitting here and I'm like, I can't make you stop. People would like, literally, they'd rather let
Yeah, wig out, you
me
know.
beat the shit out of them than fucking tell me the truth. You framed me, you monsters. You fucking monsters. If I could just get one person to tell me the truth, and if I just had $10,000 to talk to a lawyer,
Constipation,
I'd kill all of
man.
you. I'd rip you all to pieces. But I couldn't find one honest person in this whole fucking world.
That
No
usually
one.
means you're the dishonest person.
Mikey, this is on developing lolcow.
Hmm.
I believe when more things come up about him, we will be talking about this guy a lot. However, in my opinion too, this guy is great if you want to watch a live show. You know, because there's so much random shit that he puts out. The narrative is kind of vague.
Yeah.
Don't know how much of this shit is true. Other than the fact that he sounds like Beetlejuice or Cyrax, because a lot of people are like, "Oh, this is the Canadian, version of Cyrax's dad."
What?
But Cyrax isn't like this. Like I said, I think he's more like Terry. Or he's wigging out for no reason, but if he had a family and now the family's gone, he looks like he does meth. Because when you're that skinny, man, it's because of a reason. No one's skin and bones like that unless they are, hitting the pipe. You know what I'm saying? Framing me, man, framing me.
Okay.
So Mikey, this has been Ian Foote.
He's not a well man.
Framing me, framing me.
And with that, we'll call this an episode. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below telling us what crazy things have you seen from this guy or what you would like to see from this guy. And become a member if you haven't. And share this video with whoever. We don't care. You see a person on the street, say, "Hey, you're the Banana Bear Show. Here, you should check it out."
You see this video where these two guys from America talk about this Canadian guy that sounds like Beetlejuice or a meth addict? You're framing me, you know?
Either way, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Sandworms, I hate them. Don't you?
Andy Dick screaming his boo-filled cries. Cyrex covered in scabs with bedbugs lies. The Banana Bear Show! Subscribe and buy a t-shirt.